Well, tonight's top story is technically centered in Texas, but it moved to New York on Sunday. And tonight, you'll see that just about every local politician, Democrat or Republican, has weighed in. Let's get you caught up on the latest. At issue here is a GOP-backed plan in the Lone Star State that would redraw the state's congressional map. President Trump backs it. Democrats there prevented the state house from moving forward by physically leaving Texas. Governor Greg Abbott ordered those who left to be arrested, but that would be beyond the jurisdiction of Texas authorities. And tonight, Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders weighed in, calling the redistricting efforts a threat to democracy. Now, 6 of the Democrats flew to New York, others went to Chicago. The group met with Governor Kathy Hochul in Albany today, and the governor said their case should be national. Fox 44's Jamie DeLine reports.
6 Democratic state lawmakers from Texas made it a point not to show up for a redistricting vote in their own state house, coming here to New York State Capitol instead.
They're bending the knee to President Donald Trump.
Texas Representative Mihaela Plisa called out her Republican colleagues for trying to change the Texas congressional map mid-decade as a way to gain 5 additional Republican seats in Congress in 2026.
The first bill put on the calendar today was a redistricting bill, an attempt to steal power. This cannot be allowed to stand. The playing field has changed, not just for Democrats, but all Americans.
New York Governor Kathy Hochul praised the Texas Democrats. She's already preparing for New York's response if other states like Texas change their lines mid-decade.
I'm exploring with our leaders every option to redraw our state congressional lines as soon as possible. Our state legislative leaders, Carol Heastie, Majority Leader Andre Stewart-Cousins, they're on board, as are their members.
A bill has already been proposed to make changes to the state's congressional map if other states change theirs. However, this calls for amending New York's constitution. If passed, the soonest it could go into effect is for the 2028 elections.
It is not the timeline that I would have preferred, but it does shave off 4 years from what would other be the process.
During the last redistricting process, New York's Independent Redistricting Commission failed to agree upon a set of maps, ultimately resulting in lawsuits. Hochul was asked if the commission should be disbanded or changed. This is what she said.
Yes. I'm tired of fighting this fight with my hand tied behind my back. The reason we are able to draw the lines because we're Democrats, because the majority of people in this state selected us, elected us to be leaders. And when we say that we cannot use that power to its fullest, then we're abdicating the responsibility that we all have. Republicans take over the legislature, they can have at it.
In a statement, New York Republican Senate Leader Rob Orr called Hochul's press conference a political stunt. He went on to say, quote, Governor Hochul has described mid-decade redistricting as, quote, undemocratic, yet her and other New York Democrats are willing to destroy democracy under the guise of, quote, saving democracy. Voters know what this is really about, political power. In Albany, I'm Jamie DeLine.
North Country Congresswoman Elise Stefanik fired back at the governor for meeting with the Texas Democrats. She wrote, quote, Hochul's pathetic press conference today shows she continues to put New Yorkers last, and she truly earns the title of the worst governor in America, end quote. Stefanik, as you know, is mulling a run to debate Hochul for the governor's seat come 2026.